Good morning, everyone. This Shabbat has a special name. It's called Shabbat Hagadol, the Great Shabbos. And the question is, isn't every Shabbos great? How can this Shabbos be greater than any other Shabbos? And the answer is, as it says in Jewish law, because a great miracle occurred on this Shabbat. What occurred on this Shabbat? The Jewish people were told 4 days before the Exodus from Egypt to tie a sheep, a lamb, to their bedpost in preparation for the Paschal Lamb and the celebration of the Exodus from Egypt that was going to occur. And in Egypt, the sheep was a deity. They deified the animal sheep. And therefore, it took courage and conviction to stand up and tell their Egyptian neighbors, we are going to free and we are going to go free and slaughter your God. And therefore, it's called a great miracle. But the question is, why is that a great miracle? There were 10 plagues, there were the splitting of the sea. How does this miracle stand out from all the other miracles? And the answer is that the other miracles were performed solely by God. God brought the 10 plagues and the splitting of the sea. But this miracle that the Jews were able to prepare for the Exodus from Egypt and the Egyptians didn't attack them and kill them, that was a miracle that was initiated by the Jewish people. They stood up and declared their faith in God and their trust in the Exodus. And therefore, since they brought about this miracle, it's considered a great miracle. And it doesn't just mean that it was a great miracle. Nes Gadol means the miracle of greatness, that the Jewish people showed their greatness. And I feel this Shabbat HaGadol, this message is so relevant to our times. We all saw the miracle Sunday night when 350 missiles and drones came towards Israel. And the Israeli Air Force shot down every single one and nobody was harmed. Not one missile landed. And instead of untold death and destruction, there was protection for the Jewish people. And yes, this was a great miracle, but it was a miracle that was brought about like the Jews in Egypt 3,300 years ago, through the strength and the faith and the conviction and the courage of the Jewish people. We initiated this miracle by having faith in our destiny and standing up to defend our brothers and sisters. And therefore it's a greater miracle because it's the miracle of the greatness of the Jewish people. And that's what we get to celebrate this year more than any other year. What we've seen over the past 6 months, miracles that the Jewish people initiated to defend Am Yisrael, Eretz Yisrael, and the Jewish people everywhere. When we were in Israel, we had lunch on Friday before Shabbat with a few families in Gush Etzion, families who have been on reserve duty. And one of the couples with a beautiful little baby, their 5th child, came to eat lunch with us. And the father, the husband, told us that he just got off from reserve duty. He had 1 week at home, and on Sunday he was going back for another 50 days. And he said, I'm going to be spending Passover in Gaza with my troops. And when I leave on Sunday, I'm taking my matzah and my Seder plate and my white kittel with me to sit down to a Seder in Gaza. And I said to him, you're such a hero that you're going to be fighting on the front lines on the holiday of Passover rather than being with your family, with your 5 children, with your wife. And without hesitation, he said, I'm not the hero. My wife is the real hero. She's going to have to make Passover all by herself. She's going to have to prepare and clean and kosher the kitchen and set the Seder table and run the Seder with the children without me being there. She gets all the credit. And the truth is they both deserve all the credit because it's these brave men and women who are standing up to defend the Jewish people, just like the Jews in Egypt did. That is the Nes Gadol. That is the greatest miracle of all. May we merit to see many more miracles, including the return of all of our hostages to sit at their Seder tables with their loved ones where they belong. Have a wonderful day.